He'll bring it back. So the USC Trojans offense will start this game off with the football. We're hoping for a little more drama than we got a season ago when the Trojans obliterated the Irish.
They absolutely laid the hammer. And the Trojans, listen, this is a team that you can count on every year now. They're starting to put their name in the hat. They've always had so much prestige, tradition. End of the year, these games, they matter. Can they deliver another statement game again this year?
I think the Trojans coaching staff last year did such a good job getting their team's minds right. And the leaders in that locker room, they were really making sure that everyone's intensity was at a different level going into that game. No doubt they want to come out, blow out Notre Dame again, and keep the jeweled shillelagh in the trophy case.
And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It'll be third and long. We'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Moffitt. Got his man. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Back open in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he motors into the end end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Motion from the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Oh, they're after him. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And the Trojans come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Trojans are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. He'll try to do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. He uncorks one deep. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown Trojans! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. They ran it on first down, now on second. Back to pass, it's Moffitt. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Gonna run it. It's Cook. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Makes the grab at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Has to throw this off his back foot. He's got it on the left. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll run play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Moffitt. On the move, he fires. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. And they decide to try out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can you make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. To the ground with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick release by the QB. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot.
Brings into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Trojans have their offense in high gear.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Knute Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot. And obviously, Palmer, you had a trophy. It just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
Gives it on the option. Makes his man miss. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Swings it out to the flat. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. It ball's incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. To the air, it's Moffitt. Got his man. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Out out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Moffitt. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It's a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, the ground game. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. That is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, the jeweled shillelagh on the line, and already USC and Notre Dame has given us some impressive moments. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Makes a move. Got a little room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Lowers those pads. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Under fire. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Quick completion on the out route. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showing it all on that run.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. 2nd and goal coming up. Trying to surge it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense going all in to stop the run. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. And we've got a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board.
He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see 1 return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Finds a tight end. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Trojans are on the move.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The screen, and watch out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Trojans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Connection to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
He'll do it himself. Touchdown USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Moffitt. With the catch, it's Cook. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. What to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. They'll give it to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Huge moment coming here as they try to quiet this raucous, crazy crowd. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Working that left side now. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. After getting knocked down in the backfield on the last 2 runs, you got to think they're going to try to throw it on third and goal. Out of the gun, the inside give. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Never a doubt. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, fourth quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. Let's see what happens on third.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got rid of it just in time. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the Jewel Shillelagh. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.